We're not in Los Angeles right now. What is up, guys? Mystic7 here. Before today's video officially starts, before we hop into the news, I want to apologize for several things. The first one being the fact that this is the only video for today. I didn't get a full video out because I'm sick. Second thing is, I'm sick, so sorry if the energy is really low for this video because I am dead. Bro, I got home, I was at Disneyland all day yesterday. You guys will see the video tomorrow. I went out with some friends, got home at like 3 a.m., woke up at 7, drove to the Bay. Dude, I am wasted, and I'm sick too. But we are here in the Bay Area, so we're back at home, which is great. Really excited to be back, do some raids with the one, the only JT Gilly and friends, and we're actually gonna have some pretty fun adventures happening in the next 2 weeks leading up to Halloween, and hopefully the Halloween event. Speaking of the Halloween event, we have some pretty big news in Pokemon Go about Halloween and about the future of Pokemon Go, especially for Generation 3. Now, for starters, today Pokemon Go has tweeted out, trainers, Pokemon Go is being updated to version 0.77.1 for Android and 1.47.1 for iOS. And here are the update notes. Pokemon Go is in the process of being read that. Confirmation dialog now appears when attempting to transfer costumed Pokemon. So when you try to transfer a legendary, like you're gonna see, you know what, we're gonna keep that a secret. When you try to transfer a legendary or a shiny, it has a second message that pops up and it's like, are you sure you want to transfer this? Like, you're tripping, bro. That was the same warning for costumed Pokemon like the Ash Hat Pikachu, which leads me to believe that we're probably gonna see some costumed Pokemon coming out this month of October, because why else would they have this update, or why else would they even think of dropping that update? Costumed Pokemon can no longer be mass transferred, just more things to do with costume Pokemon, which again leads me to believe that we'll see a Pikachu with a witch hat this month. Resolve the bug causing occasional network errors while battling in gyms. Resolve the bug causing raid battle lobbies to display the incorrect number of trainers preparing for battle. Thank you for fixing that. Resolve the bug causing the Pokemon selected in the raid battle lobby to reset after clicking the items button. That's nice. Resolve the bug where some curved balls weren't registered properly. That is a huge update. I don't know if you guys were in tune. I mean, you guys saw the trend tips video and whatnot. This was a big problem in Pokemon Go, the fact that curved balls were not registering, and they claimed to have fixed it, which is big. So Niantic, if you actually fixed it, props to you. And then various bug fixes and performance updates. This was a very, very big quality of life update. I know nothing significant happened in this update, but it was definitely a nice quality of life update. So I'm glad that came out. But underneath this update, there was some finesse underneath the various bug fixes. There were various other things in this update as well, and we're going to talk about that now. I just want to give a shout out to the Sylph Road, because the Sylph Road did a very, very quick and thorough and great data mine on this update, so I'll hopefully link them in the description. They also don't follow me on Twitter, which is amazing. I'm just kidding, Sylph Road, I love you. I actually met the people from Sylph Road in Chicago. Cool people. They did a very, very good data mine, and again, I will leave the link somewhere in the description if I remember to do that. I always forget, but I'm gonna try. Was my mic on this entire time? Oh my gosh, it was. I thought my mic was off. I had a panic attack. I also almost fell asleep driving here. Don't drive long distances when you're sleepy, kids. So let's briefly go through the Sylph Road data mine of kind of like the more important things that happened, and then get to the really, really big fun information that will blow your socks off. Talked about the curveball fix. We talked about that. Basically, Niantic claimed to fix the curveball glitch, which is great. A new attribute was added to the game called Curveball Modifier Applied, which means that there is code hopefully fixing this issue. Again, lobby count and avatar list fixed, new error codes, just a bunch of things kind of added to the game code-wise for quality of life. Definitely important, definitely helpful. Not important right now because there's more important stuff to talk about. There was a new push notification setting, which is great. Now, let's talk about the big one, guys. Generation 3 in Pokemon Go. You guys all know that my predictions for Generation 3 is 2018. I have always believed that we would see Generation 3 come out in Pokemon Go early 2018, just like how we saw Generation 2 come out in early 2017. With this information, my predictions are slowly but surely and definitely changing. There was support for Generation 3 Pokemon forms, Deoxys and Cast Form. I know I'm pronouncing Cast Form right because it's very easy, but Deoxys, that's correct? Deoxys? I haven't learned that Pokemon yet. I need to get learning because I know almost all of Gen 3. I'm missing on a large chunk, and I gotta finish that off because it's coming soon, guys. So I'm just gonna read this directly off of the Sylph Road article because, like, I'm brain dead right now, and this is even reading it is hard for me, so I don't even want to try to explain to you what they're saying. Some Pokemon in each generation bend the rules of how typical Pokemon are classified. Examples of this are Ditto, Unknown, Shiny, and thanks to Niantic's approach, Party Hats, and other event-specific variants. In Pokemon Go, special species that have variants have what are called forms. Before Unknown could launch in-game, its forms were added to the APK. We have good news. Support for 2 new species forms have been added in the new update. Both Gen 3 species, they are Deoxys and Cast Form. Now, Deoxys had 4 forms added. They were Normal Form, Attack Form, Defense Form, and Speed Form. Deoxys is a legendary Generation 3 Pokemon. I don't know why there's a legendary Gen 3 Pokemon, like, getting ready in the code right now when we still don't have Ho-Oh, we still don't have Mew, still don't have Celebi. Apparently there was a leak for Ho-Oh, by the way, for when it was supposed to be released. Let me go on Twitter for that. Okay, looking at the information now. It's like a Pokemon Go Hub article, so go check out Pokemon Go Hub if you guys want to see the full article. But basically, apparently, a Niantic Japanese support email went out to somebody, and they said something about EX Raid for Ho-Oh possibly coming out in December, I think. I don't know. I don't know when Ho-Oh's coming out. But we don't have a lot of legendary, three main legendary Pokemon from Generation 1 and 2 we still don't have. So I don't know why there's a Gen 3 legendary in the code, but I'm not complaining because it's Gen 3. Now, Castform's a cute little guy. He should be floating right here. Castform looks interesting, to say the least. The man's got cojones, I'll give him that. But he has 4 forms added as well. It's normal, sunny, rainy, and snowy. Now, Castform is cool because now Ditto take Ditto. Ditto transforms into whatever Pokemon you battle it up against, right? Castform changes due to the weather. Now, obviously, we don't have, there were sunsets that were supposed to come in. There was like better graphic weather. I don't know what this means for the game, but there were different forms added for Castform who does change according to the weather, so we might see weather added to Pokemon Go with this new update, with the Generation 3 update, which I wouldn't doubt because with the new AR stuff coming out for iPhone, I would assume they're working on some other in-game features as well that could go for both iPhone and Android, because iPhone's going to get a really, really cool mode that Android won't. So if they add in like sunsets and weather, everybody gets it. And actually, Pokemon like Castform will be able to benefit off of it because they have, you know, moves, abilities, and forms that kind of go along with it. So that's pretty exciting. That's really exciting stuff. I know I don't sound so excited, and I'm sorry about that. I'm honestly very juiced to read this. Just like smiling and talking loud hurts my tongue because I'm sick. Now, this is just the groundwork for Generation 3 in Pokemon Go. There still needs to be sound files added for the Generation 3 Pokemon, and then Gen 3 can drop. So Generation 3 will not be coming out this week, and it might not even come out this month, but it should be ready to drop in 2017, I think, personally. And at this rate, who knows? We might actually see it this month, which is very, very exciting. But that is humongous news, guys. Generation 3 might actually come to Pokemon Go this month, and a lot of people were speculating maybe we'll see Generation 3 Ghost types, or maybe we'll see Deoxys come out and Castform come out, just Deoxys and Castform. I don't know why Deoxys would come out, but like, you know, Castform, a Generation 3 Pokemon, come out for the Halloween event, and then we'll see Generation 3 later on in the year, or early on next year, depending on when they want to drop it, but who knows? All I know is that Generation 3, more and more is being found on it in the code, and this was a big find right here. And this is very, very exciting news if you guys are excited for Gen 3, like I'm excited for Gen 3. But that is today's little data mine. I'm going to end the video here because I got to edit this really, really quickly. Then I want to go with some friends, and I have some editing to do, and I'm dead tired right now. So I'm going to just... Video's over. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to please leave a like. Let me know in the comments, when do you think Generation 3 will be coming to Pokemon Go? Give me your predictions. Do you think October? Do you think maybe December? Do you think maybe next year? Give me your thoughts, comments, and predictions in the comments, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video where we go in Disneyland and do something pretty terrible. But that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out. So now I was going to end this video, but I woke up this morning and Pokemon Go Hub actually did their data mine on this, and they had some stuff, just some quotes from this I want to emphasize because I don't feel like I emphasized how close we are to Generation 3 and how hyped you as a viewer and as a player of Pokemon Go and as a most likely fan of the future Generation 3 update, I need to explain this a little bit better. So the thing with Castform that makes it special, as we talked about, is that it changes according to the weather. Now, Castform is like a Delibird and Smeargle in the sense of it has some sort of special ability, but unlike Delibird and Smeargle, Castform will be available the moment Generation 3 drops. So we're not gonna have to wait 6 months for Castform to come out in Pokemon Go. So if anyone's like wondering about Castform and if he's gonna be stuck inside the code just like Delibird and Smeargle, that answers that. He will be ready. As for Delibird and Smeargle, if Generation 3 is coming as soon as I think it is, where are they? Also regarding Castform, the whole weather system, this does hint that we could get a weather system in game, but there's no code really backing that. So that's kind of just a theory right now. There's no official code supporting that theory. Now, Pokemon Go Hub stated that they're not exactly sure how Deoxys' different forms could work, especially given that one of the forms is a speed form. We'll probably see if these forms are being added to the game with Deoxys, which we're not going to see for a while, but when we do, we're probably going to see a lot of like with the 2018 updates in the game, because I'm assuming these probably will we probably, honestly, maybe we'll see Generation 3 this year, but 2018 is going to hold a lot of very, very game-changing updates when it comes to PvP, possibly, when it comes to the gym battle system, when it comes to forms, when it comes to a lot of things. So we're going to see a lot of really, really cool new not mainstream, but like main series game type things brought into Pokemon Go, I think, 2018, and this little bit of code help support that. We've talked about Generation 3 on this channel and the code being added, and we know that there are the Pokemon family names and the candy names added in the client app, in the code, in the game. So the Generation 3, it's not in the game yet, but the names of the Pokemon families and of the candies are, and that's important. Now here's a quote that I want to read directly off GoHub because it's something I didn't really emphasize as well as I should have. We could be just one client-side update away as we're only missing the required sound files or cries for Generation 3 Pokemon. In other words, any of the future updates could be the one, including everything required for the release. And then another important thing that they threw in there was, we're not sure if -1 a battle system update could land, but given the current state of the APK, it's more likely that we'll see it after Generation 3 releases than before. Now, the significance with the battle system is that, like, this game will only survive if they create a fun PvP and gym and raid system that everyone can participate in, and that doesn't get old and boring. That's the only way this game will survive. They can release new Pokemon, but new Pokemon get stale. They need a battle system to keep people, like, going even when the Pokemon are stale. So we're probably going to see that, like they said, after Generation 3, because that's a very, very big game-changing update, and that's going to take a lot on Niantic's end. But Generation 3 is just tossing new Pokemon in the world, which is not as hard. So Generation 3, as said in the article, we're only one client-side update away from Generation 3 being fully prepared to launch. And as we've seen before with Generation 2, when it was like fully, the update that we saw it fully prepared to launch, what, it only took like a week after that? I think, this is off of like half drowsy, half medicined memory, but I think it was about a week after we saw the code fully prepared for Generation 2 that was dropped in the game. So again, Generation 3 can drop. It might drop this month. It probably will be dropping 2017. And I am ecstatic to say that, because as a Pokemon YouTuber who has to play this game every single day, obviously Generation 2 and 1 have gotten pretty stale for me. There's not a ton to make videos on, which is why the videos are getting vloggy, which is why I've taken a couple days off just because I've been sick. But we need new content. We need something fresh while we wait for hopefully a better battle, PvP, competitive system to be added to the game that will keep the game fresh even when there aren't new Pokemon. But we do need new Pokemon really badly, and it's looking like we're gonna get that pretty soon here. Although at the same time, like, if they're gonna drop Generation 3 this month or sometime this year, I feel like Mew, Celebi, and Ho-Oh, and Delibird, and Smeargle should definitely drop before then. I feel like they should have a mass drop of those Pokemon, or maybe they're just trying to space them out. I guess spacing them out is a little bit better if they're gonna drop Gen 3, so that there's also new, fresh stuff coming. But Gen 3 also has a lot of legendaries in that generation as well. So we're going to see those throughout the EX Raid system eventually whenever Gen 3 decides to come out. But it's looking like, I thought that they would hold off Gen 3 and they would drop new legendaries in Delibird and Smeargle and a little bit of, updates and in-game events throughout the rest of 2017 and then Gen 3 in 2018. But with this update, with the fact that we're only one client-side update away from Generation 3, we might see it as soon as this month, which is ridiculously exciting. So let me know in the comments. Again, go right down in the comments. Let me know, when do you think Generation 3 will come to Pokemon Go? Do you think it's becoming this month, this year, or next year? Let me know in the comments out of the three. And I'm just so excited for all this news to be coming out. I know I don't seem excited because I'm like dead right now, but I'm very excited. Okay, now I'm gonna officially end this video. Sorry for dragging it on, but like, that was information that I really felt like I needed to share, and I didn't really emphasize throughout the beginning portion of this video. But that was today's video. Today's very, very exciting video. Tomorrow's video will be awesome, and the videos for the rest of the week will be absolutely awesome. So make sure to tune in for those. But that's it for today. See you guys later. Peace out.